Pisces, I'm so glad to reveal and give you this message here. So as I was shuffling and I was contemplating on your cards, lately some of your readings have been quite they've been very interesting, but I'm glad to give you this. So as I was shuffling, like I was saying, the Six of Swords popped out. So that's a meaning of onto newer pastures, right? And then next, the Two of Wands in reverse popped out, which is being afraid of the unknown and to go into and venture into the unknown. And but then Justice popped out, which gave you the opportunity to present your way, to present the way of moving forward because it knew that you deserved it and you needed it. Then all of a sudden the Nine of Cups popped out, and I was so happy. I was like, hell yeah. And then, which means emotional abundance. The Six of Cups popped out after that, which is nostalgia of better times. Thinking of the good times, Pisces, when things were easy and things were fun, when things were young, and you weren't burdened with all of this that lately you've been going through. Then the Seven of Pentacles popped out, which is gaining and getting returns for what you put in. But I felt like it was of being strong and choosing to make this decision of moving forward. And then the Ten of Cups popped out and I was just elated and I was like, okay, I'm done shuffling. So I thought I would share that with you, right? And then I look at the bottom of the deck, right? The King of Cups, Pisces. Look, see? This is a man who is a master of his emotions. He controls them, and he's a man of wisdom and allows emotion to come through. He's agreeable, he's respected, and he's discernible. That's crazy, Pisces. That's really good. So, given this joyous moment, right, let's hope and see what the spread says, but let me just go ahead and, while I'm shuffling, I'm going to give you your astrological influences this month. So, Pisces, look at that. Things fell out. See the bottom of the deck again? Six of Cups. Nice. So, in terms of astrologically, Pisces, the House of Family is very dominant for you most of the month. Or, yeah, dominant within your month. Your aggression will be limited this month, where you are going to have to switch over from autonomy and assertiveness to being adjustable, and flexible. June 2017 suggests that your imagination is stronger, especially if you are inclined towards writing in the fine arts. In terms of career, this month looks auspicious in finding cohesive employment or taking on more responsibility if you are already employed. In terms of love, you should have plenty of opportunities to get into romantic alliances, right? And also, you may find love in the vicinity of your family and friends this month, which I think is a big one for you, Pisces. Given these tough situations that you've been through, you're going to find that love and stability and reciprocity within your family and friends. Look, Ten of Cups and the Sun. All right. I'm just really happy for you. It's crazy. So in terms of planetary positions, they look promising. They look promising in terms of gaining harmony in your family relationships. And also, you can make some serious efforts towards this month, In terms of health may be problematic, but shall improve later on through proper relaxation, such as like breathing techniques. That'll also lead to good health, while also applying practicality when making important decisions regarding your health. Okay, Pisces, one more shuffle and we'll start. Yeah, rejoicing, celebrations, for coming out of this period. Guardian angels of love and light, ancestors lost and known in the seas of time, please intercede into this reading to provide Pisces with the clarity and direction as to which he or she seeks, and please grant me, the reader, the objectivity to relay the messages as they're meant to be. All right, Pisces. Okay, Spirit, please release Pisces' first base card. Okay. King of Pentacles in reverse. It's all right. Let's see what's going on here. Why is the Pentacles, King of Pentacles, being in reverse for Pisces this month? Why is it here? What does it have to do with the situation at hand? Please reveal. Up to 2 clarifiers. Why? Okay, so I kind of did this one thing, kind of put them together, and then this card wants to pop out, so I'm going to go ahead and take it. Oh, it's actually 2. Okay, we'll take them. So the first one, Death reversed. And the second one, the 4 of Wands. Okay, grab these cards. The 2 of Swords. Alright, it's being optimistic here. Let's see. Okay, Spirit, please release Pisces' second base card for the situations at hand and also for June 2017. Spirit, please release Pisces' second base card, please. Please release Pisces' second base card, Spirit. We're searching for that card. Okay. Okay. Please reveal and release 2 clarifier cards for the Queen of Wands here. 2 clarifier cards. Please go for the Queen of Wands. Okay. I'm going to take this one. So we have the Queen of Wands here. And these 2 popped out. The 10 of Cups. The 5 of Wands. Sorry about the blurry camera, guys. This thing is fickle. Okay, then this one is the, zoom in for you guys, the 6 of Swords here. Right. Yeah. Both of these popped out initially at the beginning. Okay. Spirit, please release what's crowning Pisces, the situations at hand, and for June 2017. Spirit, please release what's crowning Pisces for June 2017 and for the situations at hand. What's the Pisces thoughts? Okay, this keeps happening. It's never really happens to me when I'm putting the cards together, you know, back on the table. So I'll take it. Spirit, please release any more cards constituted with what's in Pisces thoughts. It's crowning Pisces. Any other cards would like to release spirit for what's coming? Stuff. Okay, I'm going to shuffle one more time so if you want to release anything. Alright. Anything else, Spirit? Let's release. Okay. This one's first. Okay, the world reverse. Let's see here. I'm like, no, but no, you never know. Let's see what the messages are for you guys today, or this month, I should say. Okay, this one's next. Chariot. And it was the Ace of Swords. Okay, we'll do this like this. I'll do 2 and 2. No, like this. Then, yes, the Fool. Okay. So, Pisces, we're coming into the reading with the the 9 of Wands here in reverse. Right. Okay. All right, Pisces. This is a quite interesting reading. Okay, let's see how I'm picking up on here. So Pisces, I feel like, you were stuck in this period of just feeling like there was no stability, feeling like there was no hope, that there was nothing going to possibly come of the situation or anything really positive. And I feel, Pisces, that because of this period of not feeling like you can maybe have your own stability or have someone else maybe help you gain that stability or work with you, I'm kind of getting the feeling here, Pisces, that you were stuck between sort of a rock and a hard place, right? And it was preventing a transformation from happening, Pisces. You were not you, but your situation, I'm sorry, prevented the transformation from happening because I kind of feel like you felt bound to the situation. You felt like you were stuck in the situation. And I kind of feel like the King of Pentacles in reverse here kind of corresponds with the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is marriage, happiness, celebration, joy, celebrating the good things in life, right? Now you're probably asking, how the hell does that correspond? I kind of feel like being stuck in this rut, you had to make the best of it. And you kind of felt like you had to kind of fake your way through it. When I say fake your way through, I mean use your emotions, kind of convince yourself of it, but in a way of kind of survival way, in a sense, Pisces, I'm picking up on that, in a way of just kind of maintaining, because I feel that you were unsure as to how you were going to move forward, right? Which is why the King of Pentacles is in reverse, not supplying yourself with that proper foundation or giving yourself that chance to move forward. Which is why World is in reverse here in your thoughts because you felt like it wasn't going to happen for you. You didn't feel like you had a proper communication with the person that you, or the situation that you were involved in. And you were stuck, like the Two of Swords here, between a rock and a hard place. You were at an impasse. And I feel like you were on the verge of giving up, and you probably did give up for a little bit, Pisces, which prevented the transformation from happening, like the Death card here. Could be possibly dealing with the Scorpio. Also maybe Sagittarius possibly as well, or a fire sign. That's Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius as well. But I feel, Pisces, that, or also with I see all of them here, shoot, with an earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. And if it is an earth sign, he wasn't too nice. And I feel, Pisces, that the person or situation you were involved in, there was a lot of harboring of stability. There's a lot of harboring of money. There's a lot of harboring of, like, this is mine, not from you, maybe from, or maybe it's from you, you know, general reading, or the other person, but I feel like it's more of the other person. That it was, the other person was like, this is mine, and this is how I'm going to run it. And oh well, you better just listen and pay attention, and that's about it. What if, let's deal with it. That kind of way, you know, with that demeanor. And I felt like you were stuck between, like I said, like the Two of Swords here, like the rock, between a rock and a hard place, and you really didn't know where to go or how to move on or move forward with the situation. And I feel like finally when you maybe got that joy, or when you found that joy that was left in you, it helped you to start again. And when you did not have that joy, and when you lost that joy, it prevented the transformation from happening. And also your partner or the situation prevented you from celebrating life, prevented you from actually being happy, and from maybe looking forward to the relationship or the circumstance evolving or becoming better, right? Because I see in your thoughts here, you wanted to move with the Chariot. It's kind of hard to see on the camera, but you wanted to move. But you didn't know how to begin in terms of the communication of how to begin and how to move forward and how to express yourself, I feel. But I feel like you, well, felt, I guess, because, you know, I feel like this is going to happen. You decided to take that leap of faith. And you put your wands down and you said, I'm done. I am not arguing anymore. I can't do this anymore. And you just could not continue on and move forward with the situation. So you see, Pisces, I see that with this side. I feel like this is the new you and this is the old you. So I feel like with the Queen of Wands here, you created that space for yourself where you were able to expand and you were able to be that person that you needed to be. And you chose this path. And you stood on your throne right there. And you said, no, I'm going to make this decision for myself. Because I'm going to create my own destiny. And I'm going to create it the way that I want to with. And I decide what's in it and how it works. The Queen of Wands here is someone who you do not want to mess with. She's someone who's very powerful. She is someone who knows what she wants and she knows how to get it. And she has a lot of power, but she delegates it properly. And she makes decisions that are final. And she moves forward with them. Right? Which corresponds precisely with the Chariot in your mind. Because you said, screw that, I'm going to move forward. The white cat and the black cat, right? They're dual forces that work together in order to move forward. Knowing that you have it all in terms of moving forward when you make that final decision. Just like the black cat here. The black cat symbolizes, you know, something not well, maybe understood or known. So therefore, it's sort of enigmatic in a sense, hard to figure out. But you see, and do you see how, I mean, just by, you know, the illustrations on the card and the cards and the symbolism, I'm taking it as, see how small the cat was right there? But then when you finally made that decision and you move forward with it and you said, screw that, I'm going to move forward with or without you, you grew. And you manifested into two separate people, which is a union of your soul and your body. And you said, I'm going to make my own decisions. And you made that decision, why though? Because you knew that's what you had to do, Pisces. You were done with the fighting. You didn't want to do it anymore. You were over it. Which kind of has to do a little bit with the Nine of Wands in reverse. Nine of Wands is, in reverse, it can symbolize or it can speak of maybe not recognizing some of the efforts that you put forward. And it's also kind of symbolizing needing rest as well, in a sense, from all of the turmoil and all of the anger and the fight that was put into it. But when it's in reverse, you know, it's kind of coming to the conclusion a little bit too that you know what you want. In this spread, I mean, you know, with the surrounding cards. That you know what you want though. Because you're not just looking at only one wand. Like he has here. Right? You're saying, look at all those other wands behind me. Sorry guys, this camera's acting crazy today. And he's saying that he's not going to take no for an answer. And you're actually looking back now and saying, wow, I need to make this decision. It was vital and it was important to my transformation and to me actually moving forward with the plans that I have to move forward with and using all that creativity to actually push forward. Remember, this is the card that you came into the reading with, right? And also the fact that, you know, you took that leap of faith. You said, screw this. I'm going to do it because either way I'm not moving forward. I could take the leap of faith and the chance and move forward, or stay where I'm at and not move forward and be at, you know, an impasse. Be at that point where you cannot transform and be the person that you want to be and not have that stability where you can depend on yourself. So I feel, Pisces, that you took that leap of faith. Or you're going to. But you're going to have to trust the universe to know that they're going to repay you back. So going back to over here, you were done with the fighting. You're over it. You don't want to do it anymore. Because why? You gained that emotional fulfillment, and you then depended on yourself and said, I got to do this for me. And you decided to do it for you. And look what came of it. See, Six of Swords also is moving forward, right? Like the little message said in the beginning. It's onto newer pastures. But it's also a little bit of fear. Not knowing where to kind of go. But you know that you need to move forward. And the emotional fulfillment, right? And the moving on was a result of the arguing and the fighting and the disappointment and the unstable space that you were in and the conflict. That's it. It was over. You didn't want to do it anymore. You have to move on. But it was good because look, you gained emotional fulfillment. But now I feel in your thoughts with the Ace of Swords here that you learned through this experience. And now you're going to apply it in different ways in terms of how to communicate with yourself and also with other people. Now you're going to voice your opinion. You're going to say what you want and what you need and what you deserve and how you want it and how you're going to get it. But in a positive way, not in a very arrogant and snotty way. Because I feel like this whole entire situation or relationship, partnership, has taught you what you don't want to be and how you don't want to be. And it was rough, but it was worth it, Pisces, because now you came out a stronger and better person. And you're able to now rejoice and to celebrate life, which you probably haven't been for a while. But you're able to now because you're going to put yourself in new positions where you're going to continue to be emotionally fulfilled. And you're now going to know that all it takes is action from the Chariot, taking that leap of faith, and moving forward and saying, screw this, I'm done. That's it. That's what it took. But it took you doing it and saying, and manifesting what it is that you want to manifest. Because the Queen, see how she's looking like kind of down, right? So it kind of looks like she's looking at the black cat a little bit. But in terms of how the cards are laid out, she's looking down at moving forward. It's like this. Sorry guys, it's like this. No? Sorry. She's looking down at that and she's saying, you know what? I'm not going to do this anymore. I think this is a little bit better to illustrate that. Looking down towards moving forward. Because she knows that's what she needs to do. But now this opens up possibilities for you, and it opens up a new beginning for you. Maybe possibly a new beginning of communication and knowing what you want and how to get there. Because I feel like communication is a big one. You were stifled for a long time. You really were. But now you're not going to allow this to happen anymore to you, where you're going to be like this, where you can't move forward. You feel like you can't express yourself and say what it is that you want to say when you want to say it, because you deserve that just like everyone else does. In terms of the numerology of the cards, 2 here, right? The 2 of Swords, right? Leads to, I feel as though the 2 had a lot to do with it. That impasse had a lot to do with it. Because the 0 here is with the Fool. Right? Choosing to just go and move. And then what comes of this new venture, of this new taking, the leap of faith? The 1. The communication happening. Because you're going to do it. But you have to remember, Pisces, because when you don't communicate properly and you don't do the things that you need to do, it's going to lead to the 2. Right? It's going to lead to impasses when you don't communicate and you don't do it. When I say you don't communicate, it's not that it's not communicating your thoughts and communicating what it is that you need out of the relationship like that. And saying what you know, what you want, and what you deserve. Because this was too much. It wasn't great. Having those moments of, not feeling like you have stability. Not feeling like you can depend on someone as well as, but most importantly, not on someone else, but on yourself. Right? Because you need to depend on yourself before you can depend on anyone else. What it is you depend on yourself, and then the other person then brings you or completes what it is that you need and gives you something that you never thought that you needed or that you wanted. But you need to trust the universe, okay? That they're going to deliver you what it is that you need. And this is another 10. This is completion. But, we want to turn it upright. We don't want it to be in reverse. And it also comes with a perception of thinking. I'm kind of getting the feeling that just when you thought the universe didn't want to help you or that you didn't have the support of the world or the universe, then the action came, right? Then the new beginning came. But right when you took that leap of faith, because you needed to take it. I feel like, Pisces, this was a decision that needed to be made for maybe survival. Because I just feel there was so much conflict. It was a lot of crap going on, and just, you had to take it. Because these are total opposites here. Conflict, rejoice, celebration, marriage, happiness, fulfillment. And then right on the ends, swords right here. I guess you could say this is kind of cup energy, given that it's, it's the death card, has to do with Scorpio. So it's, sort of in a sense. This is not making things happen for yourself and not transforming into the person that you need to transform into. But through the conflict, you actually did. And good job. I feel like this is a good thing. You're on the right track. Keep this going and don't look back. Go forward and move forward and only forward. Okay? I'm going to put some clarifiers. I'm sorry, I keep saying that. Some advice cards. This death card got stuck there, wanted to stay there. I'm going to go and just keep it right here. And see what you come up with. So, put this one in the middle. So this is what you came into the reading with. This was from the other set here. Then this is also was in your thoughts right here. Underneath the deck, oh, there he is again, the King of Cups, master of your emotions. Okay, let's see. Spirit, please release some advice cards for Pisces. How to move forward or how to maintain this happiness that's going and is coming. Anything that you have for them, Spirit, in the form of advice. Anything else, please? Anything else, Spirit? Let me take that one too. Okay. Okay. Knight of Wands in reverse. Then we have the Moon, that was next. Then we have this, sorry guys. The Page of Cups in reverse. And then last, we have the Hierophant. So maybe you could be dealing with the Taurus as well. So, he's up here. So I'm trying to squeeze all these in here. So, Pisces, I feel like you did take that leap, right? Of course you took the leap. Sorry, I'm trying to get the cards clear for you guys. My camera is so dumb lately. I don't know what's going on with it. There we go. Taking that leap, Pisces, right? Like the Fool. right here. Because you sought the wisdom and you seek how to change this. And when you did that, it transformed your creativeness. I feel like the strength was there, right? Because when the Knight of Wands is in reverse like this, he tends to come in extremely fast and very abruptly, very quick, and just kind of trampling over people's boundary lines. But I feel Pisces like that was necessary and needed to happen, because now that other person needed to feel how that felt, how it was done to you for so many years, and how this happened to you. And I feel like it brought a lot of emotions too. And also the Moon card can also speak of, secrets. Speak of withholding information. And the Page of Cups in reverse here is someone who's manipulative in a sense. They manipulate people's emotions for something, which maybe could be the secrets. Deception. But I feel like this could be your partner's energy as well, given that it's a general reading. And you were done with this too energy. That could possibly be it as well. You were done with this abrupt, rough, hard energy. It was debilitating. You couldn't do it anymore. But it's okay because you sought, the wisdom. And you found it. And you moved forward. Because that's what you needed to do, Pisces. This needed to happen. I feel, Pisces, like you needed to go through something like this. I'm not saying that you deserve it, but you needed to go through it. Because it taught you something about yourself. And how relationships are important to you, of course, but the right ones are, And there's no reason to stick around and fight for the ones that are not right for you. Because now you have a new beginning in terms of the communication. You have action that's going. You just need to trust the world and trust spirit. We need to trust that we can transform, right? But it takes that leap. And you need to leave because of just the secrets, the deception, the manipulation, and coming in so rough and so hard without you a care in terms of your feelings, without any, very blatant how this person came rushing in. Or this also could be you. You came rushing in because you found this out. You found out the secrets, the emotional turmoil that it was putting you in, and also you were done with the manipulation. That's it. Okay, just looking at the deck for a little bit. Queen of Pentacles here. Supplying yourself with that stability, right? But you're going to do it yourself if no one's going to do it for you. That's great. But creating that environment and maintaining it. And why? Because we're done with the secrets. We're done with having to always look behind our back. Right? Not wanting it. We're done with that. Enough. Because that just leads to communication not being proper. And it leads to rushing in with extreme force, but also with verbal abuse, We came out of that period because it makes us feel like we can't survive and we can't continue on because our vitality is down. And it sucks when people put you in that position, or you put yourself in that position where your vitality is down and you feel like there's no use, in terms of moving forward. Because sometimes relationships are not really worth it. If they don't make you feel happy, and if they don't bring you stability and they don't teach you anything. But in a sense, this relationship did teach you something. Yeah. It did. Could maybe possibly dealing with a Gemini. Okay, Pisces, I think that's about it. But yeah, there's a lot of cards here, my God. But I feel like you made the right decision and it was really good. Sorry if the reading was a little boring in terms of I'm not kind of bringing a lot of energy to it, but I feel like it didn't need that much energy because I feel like you need rest. You need this time for yourself. It's important, Pisces. But it's good that you took that leap of faith, or you need to take one, and this is what's going to come of it. Slowly but surely. And enough with the secrets, right? You're done with that. Okay, Pisces, I'm going to change some of my pricings for on my website in terms of the private readings and things of this nature. So go ahead and check that out. Update my site and go ahead and book. You know, if you're interested in looking into this a little further. So yeah, Pisces, I think this is pretty much it. All I'm really getting. But yeah, so check it out. I'll put a link in the description. Right, Pisces? I'm glad to see this. This is good. Now we're moving forward. Right, Pisces? We'll see you either mid-month or next month. We'll see what's going on. Okay? I'll see you.